viewers, it's Cuba Cordoves with Eve's Garden Podcast. Welcome back to the channel where we do not spill tea, we clean tea, and we react motherfucking weeds.
Hey.
Introduce themselves as always.
Hey y'all, it's Jnique.
Lady D.
So girls, I wanted to talk about colorism again, but with a twist. This time I want to talk about colorism within our Black men when it comes to Black women. I'm pretty sure everybody heard 50 Cent, comment that he made about Black women not being exotic, and Lil Wayne co-signed it. Ricky Smiley's son, Malik, also said something. Yeah, he was 15 when he said it, but it's LeBron James' son, even though he's a teenager, it just goes to show how they think of us. As far as like 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, when you guys had no money, we were good enough. We were good enough.
You was rocking with it, right?
Have your babies, and now that you got some money, now you want exotic. Who says we're not exotic?
What's their definition of exotic?
Anything other than Black is exotic. It can be white, it can be Spanish. Now, I've had a conversation with someone, like an intense conversation, like damn near to the blows, with a guy. And he was telling me that I shouldn't worry about it, that it don't include you. You're Latina. You shouldn't have no issue. It doesn't matter. I can be Latina, I could be whatever, but I can still have an issue. It can still hurt me. Anyhow, I'm just tired of our own men that we go to bat for, talking like this about us. What are your take on it?
I completely agree. It's like, so like an example is like Meg Thee Stallion getting shot, and then 50 Cent putting it, on there, and
making jokes.
I had said something on Facebook about it, like if it was Janae Aiko, or if it was, someone who looked exotic, or someone who was light-skinned, it would be a whole different scenario. And I was like, I want to advocate for dark-skinned women, because that's not right. Not right. And then, so guys, of course, was like, no, I don't think it's like that. You know how they always go to that. But I even had a girl, and she was saying like, no, like really, like, no, just because I'm a light-skinned woman don't mean I don't feel the effects. And I was saying,
that's right.
Yes, I'm not. What I said, what I'm not trying to do is fight trauma. We both have it. Women, dark-skinned women and light-skinned women. Yep. But what I'm trying to say is, you rarely see a light-skinned woman saying anything about a dark-skinned woman. So here I am right now advocating for them. That's because I do get better treatment, and it's not fair to just walk around with privilege. That's the same shit we talk about with white privilege. You got to speak up. If you got some type of privilege, you got to advocate for the next person. And when I said it like that, she was like, yeah, I understand. I feel like we are just in a rough patch. Like I it's like male versus, it's like black women against Black men, and vice versa. And it's like, we can't even come together for that.
And what do you feel?
It's crazy, because even though we are so upset about how our Black men treat us, we have to realize it's deeper than just from us. It can start from home. It can start from past relationships. Unfortunately, the next person gets the backlash from what they've dealt with in the past.
True. But it doesn't give them,
and it's not an excuse. So don't get me wrong. It's not an excuse by far, now, because it's not acceptable.
It's not. And my thing is, I'm going to be real. I used to be like, oh, stay, black love, I'm saying, invest in each other, invest in the Black men, invest in the Black women. And when I hear women's stories, light-skinned women, dark-skinned women, when I hear their stories, but mainly dark-skinned women say, Black men don't find me attractive. So when I hear their story, I'm like, damn. So guess what, boo? Go with who wants you. Because when I hear stuff like them saying we're not attractive, we're not exotic, let me tell you something. White men find us very exotic. And I'm not with I'm not down with the swirl for myself, but they find us attractive. They do not know the difference in skin tone. I had a white guy ask me, so what do you consider? Are you dark skinned? Are you light skinned? They don't even know. They don't even know. And I have no problem with the Black man dating someone outside of their race, as long as they don't bash the women of their race. Because you cannot hear Asian men, Latino men, you don't hear them dog their women. But Black men,
because they appreciate their women. That's why
they will get on social media and dog us. Y'all seen all these TikTok videos where there's like, oh, this is what I do when I make contact with a Black girl. Nah. And then this is what I do when I make contact with, with any other woman outside of a Black girl. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. And then they get upset when Black women date outside their race. Then they want to turn them to be all about Black men. Us as Black women, we are taught to defend. Think about what's going on with George Floyd, Rashard Brooks. All Black women out there are fighting for these men that don't give a goddamn about us. They don't.
It's really so crazy because like you can see Black men are traumatized, bro.
Very traumatized.
And the thing is that we have the compassion and the empathy and the sympathy to see their trauma, and they take their view and make it as if we just bitching.
Yep.
We just being extra. Yep. We just being angry.
We just laugh.
And it's like so hard to. It's just so hard to be on a balance and be on the up and up and want to be like, yeah, I love Black men, because then sometimes you just be looking like,
and I sit down somewhere, right?
I love them. They're hands down, Black men are the most beautiful men in the world. But equally, hands down, Black women are the most beautiful women in the world, because we come in every shade, every color, every hair texture, every eye color. The only race that has that. And you want to fix your mouth and say we not exotic or beautiful? Are you serious?
We are the most diverse.
Are you
We
serious?
are
the most diverse.
You're not going to go to the Philippines. You're not going to go to Thailand. You're not going to go to China, and you're going to see Asian people with light eyes. We're the only race that have that. You're not going to see it. It's very rare to see an Asian with light eyes. You see a Black person with light eyes all the time. We are so diverse, and you want to fix your mouth and say something like that, it just bothers me. And I used to ride for the Black men, and I still do, because I have a Black husband, I have a Black son. But they got to do better, because we are like, we down with them, we down for them, we out there protesting and putting our lives in jeopardy. Right. And I don't remember no protesting. I don't remember no Black men out there for Sandra Bland. I don't remember any of that.
I don't. Right. All women.
And even now, Breonna Taylor's killers have not even been arrested.
Where's the range of the protest in the Black man for her? Where is it?
There's none. And then
it's just, honestly, you know how you be going through Facebook and you'll see these videos and it'll be like something happening to a Black woman, and it's like you see Black men right there. It's like, I know that you don't. I'm not telling you to go and get shot for me.
Right.
I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, hey, bro, chill.
Step in.
Now I have seen video, and I have been I have been rescued by Black men before. When that cop attacked me, they did do that. But I can't say the same if I was a dark-skinned girl. Would they have done that? I don't know if they would have done that. You know what I'm saying? It's that sad. But then again, I see the other side of it, that Black men, they're so used to us and our looks and our diversity that they look at us as the sister. We're like their sister. And they don't find us attractive because they're so used to it. So anything other than black is exotic and is where it's at. But if you look up the word exotic, I think that it is somebody that is a race that is very diverse in multicolor, eye color, hair. We're the only ones. We are the only ones, y'all. And it's just like, I can't believe the things that I'm hearing. Like, even like what 50 Cent said, and Lil Wayne co-signing. It's like, y'all have babies by black women. So
I mean,
Reginae, good enough for that. But then when you get
is
some
a black,
money,
she's a black, right?
His
daughter's a black woman.
You want to trade us in?
Reginae is Lil Wayne's dark-skinned daughter. Like,
right.
Thank you.
Like, what are you?
Chocolate.
What are you trying to? I mean, you don't want to discredit her dad,
right.
But at the same time, you making these broad statements to a large audience is a slap in the face. Childish Gambino,
he's
the
what?
rapper. He's married to an Asian girl.
Okay.
And people always be like, oh, because you know, he's so pro-black. And they're like, but you're married to an Asian girl. His response was, didn't nobody want no nerdy anime? Nobody wanted a guy like me.
Right.
Now, I can see an Asian girl falling for a guy like him.
Yeah.
Yes, he can be pro-black. And that's when you respect interracial relationships.
Right.
Because I'm glad that you can be for your people, but also understand, like, but I love her though.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm not down in black women.
Right.
I love beautiful black women, but I just happen to fall in love with an Asian girl.
And that's what I'm okay with. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with when it's basically, you know, they date outside their race, but they're not dogging us at the same time. That's what I don't like. That's what I don't like. But it really opened my eyes up to the dark-skinned girl's struggle of, you know, black men not being attracted to them and saying stupid stuff like, I'm black myself. What I look like getting with a black ass girl and have black ass babies. Like,
and you always hear that.
Oh.
And obviously they don't know about their genes and their history, because that's not necessarily true at all. So that's just being small-minded.
Very small-minded. Very. You know, like
that's not passing biology
at all.
it's just so, oh my God, it's just, I just was thought so differently. Like even 6 months ago, 4 months ago, 3 months ago, I thought differently. Like, stick with your own, black love, you know what I'm saying? I was that bitch. If I would see an interracial couple, I would be like, that's some bullshit. I was that bitch.
Wow.
I was that bitch, because I believe in black love so much that, not that it bothered me where I'm one of those black women that will berate them if I see, oh, you like the white girl. Not like that. But I would say something fucked up shit in my head, like, ain't this some shit right here? This some bullshit right here. And if y'all notice, when you see a black man with a white woman, a lot of the times, they are a fat, nasty, sloppy trailer trash. But when you see a white man with a black woman, she is bad as hell. And that's the truth. Y'all know y'all seen it. Y'all know y'all
it's
seen
true
it in the damn
that
school.
Is fact.
That is fact. They look like trash.
Yes. That is fact.
White trash. That's what they look like, with Kool-Aid stains and macaroni around the mouth. That's what they look like. Sloppy white trash. Why? That shit used to bother me. And I don't give a fuck about backlash, drag. I don't give a fuck. This is what I feel. And it's just like, but when you see a white man with a black woman, oh my God, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. Or she's very Afrocentric. Very Afrocentric.
Yes,
like
you see that a lot. You do see that a lot.
You see it a lot.
Now that you do see a lot.
Yep. Because they don't get it. They don't understand light skin, dark skin, caramel. They don't understand. What are you? What do you consider? They don't know. You just.
After a while, I don't even think they care, because I ain't trying to be funny, but I've seen light skinned women with white men, but I have seen beautiful, really dark pink skin with white men, and they be like, he loved me, and he take good ass care of me, friend. Good ass care of me.
He loves me, and I'm exotic to him.
Exactly.
I'm to him. And it's that our own men. Not all.
I've been seeing some men step up and really like be active, like, you know, protect Black women.
That's right.
You know,
right. I just want to say,
all of y'all. So
I see threads where it'll be like tag a Black woman and tell her you love her.
Right.
There's this whole movement. There's a Black woman and her neighbors. I gotta find her name. I cannot think of her name, but her neighbors were like just torturing her. She didn't even want to leave out of her house. She had wrote something on the mirror saying she was being taunted. The fucking the trash people weren't coming to get her trash. One Black man started coming out to her house. Y'all, it is such a big deal on Instagram. He sits out in front of her house. Now people are delivering food to Walmart. The trash people come to pick up. They have a hourly watch to protect this woman.
Wow.
And that's why
that's like dope.
You see a lot of
that's
negative,
what it's supposed to be.
Right? But I feel like we see a lot of negative because that's what
we do.
That's what they want. No, I feel like that's what media, that's what it is.
That's what they want us to see.
Black is
absolutely.
Right. And so we're never going to see this Black man who's been going to her house for weeks and weeks and weeks, sitting outside and all hours of the night. We're not going to see that on the news. We're going to have to find that.
They're not
We're gonna hear about little Timmy on the corner shot down 3 times in the apartment building up the street and around the corner.
That's all you're gonna hear.
That's all we're gonna hear.
Not about the one who was sitting outside, like having people march for her. And I think it's in Jersey. So it's just like,
so just for you Black men out there that may see this, us ladies from Eve's Garden Podcast are not saying all Black men don't protect us and don't love us and don't find us attractive, because all of us got Black men that adore us. Every last one of us have that. So they are out there. They are out there. So I don't want nobody getting offended. I'm talking about the brothers that's up on here on social media talking shit, talking, light-skinned baddies only. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just ridiculous. And it's almost like, how do we start to heal? How do we heal the community? Where do we start? All I can see is it starts at home,
It does.
As far as like
when you know better, you do better.
Right.
I mean,
son, Bronny, he prefers light-skinned women, whatever. And although LeBron is married to a Black woman and he comes off Black empowerment, Black love and all of that, but he's always sliding in these white girls' DMs. He's always saying, and I'm going to quote this, not verbatim, but I'm going to quote it. Eva Mendes, Jennifer Lopez, Jennifer Aniston, Jennifer Lawrence, Jessica Biel. He said, my wife knows those are my faves. Not one Black woman on the list. Yeah, you married one, but look how long it took him to marry her. You know what I'm saying? You got children with her, and you sliding in these white girls' DMs. So the son is only seeing what his dad does and what he's attracted to. So it definitely starts at home because these kids watch every move that they do. It's just it's like we have to start the conversation of when, how do we heal? Where do we go from here? Like, how do we heal? What conversations need to happen and need to take place? You know what I'm saying? Because that's important. We could talk in circles all day, but we have to have a plan. You know what I mean? And talk to our children. And, like my baby, she's brown, chocolate brown, beautiful. And I always taught her to love that about herself. So when she go out in these streets,
you have to.
Can't nobody make her feel bad about what she looks like and her skin tone.
It starts with self-love. You have to love yourself first. You have to.
Especially for a little girl, especially for a brown, dark-skinned little girl. It's important. Because they hear a lot of negative things, a lot.
I was going to say, it's hard to even come up with what we're going to do about colorism.
It is.
Because the same separation that we have because of colorism is the reason why we still dealing with racism.
Right.
So it's just like, how? What are we going to do?
Right.
Because nobody is going to respect us if we can't even respect each other.
Exactly. And that's a true, that's a strong statement.
And we can't even blame the white man. Yeah, they did a number on us. Yes, they did. But we kept it going. We kept it going, and it has to stop.
And it's still going.
I do feel like it's a movement now to stop, to stop a lot of negative things that goes on in the Black community. I do feel like it's a movement. So hopefully, when niggas like 50 Cent and Lil Wayne and anybody else that talk shit, hopefully when they talk that shit, some other brothers come and shut them down. Shut them down.
I mean,
that's too much like right though.
But 50 Cent is just a dick. I mean, honestly, he is such a fucking baiter. He baits people just so he can come out 5 days later and apologize.
Exactly.
So it's like
a waste of time and energy.
It's honestly like people like 50 Cent and Lil Wayne, I could really care less about what fucking preference you have because one, Lil Wayne, you need to just cut your fucking dreads off.
Oh my God. You got nerve to talk about anybody.
You out here looking rough, my nigga. So you can't say anything. And then 50, yes, you had a successful show and it's coming, you got another show coming out, but somebody shot your ass for a reason. You an asshole.
Right. All the way. All
like,
the way.
That's what bothered me about 50 Cent with Meg Thee Stallion, because him being a victim of, a violence and being shot 9 times, and you want to make jokes because she got shot in her feet. You want to make memes and jokes about it when you are a victim yourself. Come on. And I know he came out and apologized. You know what I'm saying?
I don't give a damn.
But it's just unbelievable. And like Jay said earlier, if she had been what they consider exotic, he would have made no jokes like that.
I honestly feel that there are some Black men who hate Meg Thee Stallion because she claims like her sexuality, and she is smart, and she talk a lot of big shit about being like a boss, like she don't
be independent.
No man, you know what I'm saying? And it's so crazy because what the men who hate Meg Thee Stallion don't understand is Jnae Aiko sings those same
words
that she don't blatantly say it. She has a song called Ho.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that was my whole argument on Facebook. They both said ho. They both said they was walking in whatever this truth is. You only like her because she's skinny and light skinned, friend.
Right. It's a shame.
And Meg is a tall, dark-skinned stallion.
Gorgeous.
What?
Gorgeous.
What?
Both beautiful women at the end of the day. Both beautiful.
Meg Thee Stallion is also a college student while she is rapping full time. What you bitches doing? What you doing?
I mean, to say what you said, D, yeah, they're both beautiful women in their own way. But if I had to choose, I think Meg is more beautiful. This is what I believe. You know what I'm saying? Not saying there's nothing wrong with Jnae. That's just not what I find beautiful. But Meg, I do. She has beautiful features. She's a beautiful girl. She's tall, statuesque. She's gorgeous, like all the way around. And that's not to take away from Jnae Aiko, but preference-wise, I would go with Meg. That's all.
That's because you like thick bitches.
Speak the truth.
Don't I now?
Jnae skinny, y'all. That's what it is.
What I want you to do, honey, what I want you to do for me, honey, I want you to plant the seed, mamita.
All righty. Well, to my gardeners, this one is for our kings. I know sometimes that we can be a tad bit harsh and we can be not supporting, but know deep down inside that our independence means a lot to us. And we don't mean to count you out. Right. We love you deeply, but you have to understand at the end of the day, it's self-worth. And if we don't appreciate ourselves, how can you expect us to appreciate you? So with that being said, to all the Black kings out here, don't care what color you are, We love you. We appreciate you. We appreciate everything you do when you go to your 9 to 5, your 8 to 10, or whatever damn time it is that you go to work.
11 to 7.
We got you. We
just want you to love us back the same.
Exactly.
That's
Give us
all
the thing. Give you guys.
Yep. Thank you for the seed. That was beautiful. So of course, you know, the Whack Ass Weed Awards going to
50.
any black man that get up on social media want to talk that shit. This is for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Lil Waynes, and every black man that's here with it and here for us and love us and all of that, y'all get the Garden Award.
Hey.
Y'all are out there in these streets, and y'all do represent for us, and y'all do protect us, and y'all do love us, and we just want y'all to love us back.
Love all day, every day.
So I'm gonna wrap it on up. Garners, please do not forget, if you are a new subscriber, we appreciate you. If you are just a viewer, go on ahead and hit that subscribe button, because we got a lot more coming, a lot more conversations for y'all.
All day, every day.
All the time. So we love y'all. Like, share, subscribe, share, and comment. Love y'all. Love y'all, ladies. Bye, guys.
Love you.